Welcome to the AgriImages Map Center SatShot tutorials. In this video we're going to go over the exports and PDF reports. To start off, just simply you have your field in view. Needs to be selected, of course. And once the boundary is selected, which will highlight in red, then we can go to our exports. Now right now we don't have any loaded data sets, so I'm simply going to go to the menu, pick which one I want. I will go to this one, load it. That'll pop up on the screen here. So you see here, so let's go into exports. There's different types of exports. There's simple rasters, which are basically just the image file with GPS coordinate behind it, or just a simple image of it with no GPS coordinates behind it. Then there's attributed rasters. We have Ag Leader and Echo Falcon and a scaled bitmap. So depending on your applications, you can choose one of those. There's vectorized ones, shapefile, which is probably the most common file used in the agriculture industry for mapping. But you also can put stuff on some of these other ones, Google Earth, for instance, Map Info. Then here's the PDF reports. Nothing selected right now. Just the field boundary. I could make a PDF report of that, but I will skip that for now. I'll start with simple raster. First, if you want to export this file, you have to select on the active data set, choose which file you want to do. I'm just going to go with JPEG with world file. The output projection, depending on what your controller uses, there's different ones here. I'm just going to go NAT83, clear before one there. Then you just export that, click on that, and that will go so you can save it. Simple as that, to your desktop. I'll just cancel that for now. I'll clear my list. Now to attributed rasters, I could say Echo Falcon, name, you can type whatever, product, nitrogen would be one, or seeds here too. So if you're doing nitrogen, you go pounds. Spreader number, that'll depend on what your spreader is. All the Echo Falcons have different spreader numbers, so depending on who you're working with, the local co-op or your own self, they'll have to give you that number, or you'll have to have that number. There's different tasks you can put in here. Then once you do that, just simply putting in the rate for the zone you want, whatever you're doing, and then hitting export, and that'll export to your desktop simply. Now for vectors, right now I don't have a vectorized active data set. This is just an analysis, 6-zone analysis that I did before. If you want to export a vector shapefile or any of the others, you'll have to have a vectorized file saved, which I do. It's under spread. And how you would have came up with that with one of your older analyses, if you would have gone to the analysis and you have your active data set already selected, your analysis like I've shown here, you just hit vectorize. That'll put little lines around the field, which you will see, and then you will have to save it, of course, to your menu here. So I will load this to show you. Next one, that'll come up right up here, the spread map. I can unselect that. You see the lines; those are just indicating where the start and endpoints are of the zones. So once I get into export, I can do shapefile here. From here I can add different features. So say I want to do N, just do it in that. That'll give me a new list here. I can put the different amounts of pounds of fertilizer I want to put in each area. I can add another one, say for if you're doing chemical, you could say, I'll just put water for for amount per gallon per acre. Put your number in there. So you can fill as many as these you want to, and some controllers only can do so many products. But from there, all you would simply hit is export, and once again that'll just bring you a file that you can download. A zip file usually is what it comes out to be, and you have to unzip that, and you just click that, and it'll just save to there. Clear that out. You can leave these numbers zeroed out if you want to actually put them on in another program. You can put the numbers in. It's just going to attribute a certain area for that particular zone. So you can leave these blank. You can fill them in. Some controllers, you can change the number while you're going even. But I'll just, if you want to get rid of one of them, it's simple. Just hit the X. Now from here, if I want to create a PDF report, I simply go to PDF reports. I'm going to undo the vectorized one, and I'm going to do a normal, just the normal 6-zone analysis I had before. Just analysis and edited image. Get report. And you can do multiple fields. So if you have multiple analysis selected here, multiple fields, they will all show up depending on how you select it up on the menu here. So you could have multiple ones and have multiple fields within the analysis. As you see here, it'll just show you the acreage, what types it is. So for keeping your own records, print it out, any of those things you'd like to do. And like I said, if you have multiple ones selected, you can have multiple analyses print out in the same one, not just individual fields. So I'll close that out. And that is basically the gist of exporting. If there's any more questions you might have, just feel free to call us at any time or email us. And that is the story for the exports and reports. Thank you.